Alright guys, so here's my attempt on making this piece. I made first a jig here, just so I can kind of transfer and see what size piece of metal do I need. And then cut this metal out and recycled, of course. And then you can see it still needs a little bit here. There's like a gap in there. It's just fighting me so hard. This side looks pretty decent. And all I'm using is just this hammer here. I got that, like this metal ball here. Or chisel here to just kind of guide and, you know, whatever. Got this guy right here. Helps cutting much easier. But overall, most of it is just hammer and just kind of tapping. So the plan is here. Let's see, we'll get this guy out. You can see how it looks behind here. So just getting all of that. I'm cutting a little bit into this, but I mean, there's no problem there. So looks like there's another piece behind here. So we'll see. We might have to replace that too. That might, maybe. So we'll see how that's gonna go. But I don't know until I get this thing out first. And I can feel it. It's just kind of like being bent at right here. Mine is a little bigger on the bottom. Of course, needs a little sanding in there and give her some primer. But overall, it's nice and healthy. Yeah. So I'm thinking is like, I'm just gonna basically cut it just like this. You know, maybe even here, cut it and just have it bent down here, so that way I can, because there's like right here, it's got like a nice round it, and then it kind of tapers out, like, you know, it's not that rounded here. So kind of gets almost flat, and then you got this indentation here. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in here. Yeah. All right, so check this out. With a little bit, so my line dropped down a little bit. So I'm not exactly, but I'm good here underneath. And I like this line too, pretty much has got the same radius. And of course, I can still grind this thing off. So what I'll make another piece of metal like that. I'll just go there and just weld it. It's gonna be like right on the corner, just like that. So that's gonna work out just fine there. And then I already got this thing indented. That fits good. This part fits good. Here, it's not bad. Needs a little bit. I think once I heat it up, you know, tag it a couple times, I can just tap it in there nicer. But I like it on the bottom here. Definitely looks good. Yeah. Max, what are you doing? Okay, back up. Back up. Hey. Back up. Give him a little too much attention and he won't let you go. Okay, so that's the plan. Right, so kind of cut that on there. Let's see if we can separate it. Okay. Hello there. Found the tool. And there you go. So that's the other side that I was talking about. It's actually not that bad. Can do some fiberglass bundle on here. Might not cut it. And even this part right here looks pretty good. So I'm not gonna make myself more work if I don't have to. Got plenty. That's the next one coming. Yeah. So let's see how this thing. Looks a little short. And looks like over here on this side it needs to be a little bit more rounded. This side is gonna be still okay, but I think we can fix that. I have to get this thing out of the way. Oh, no wonder it's short, because I still have the bottom and this one that's doubled. That makes sense. Why it's short. Sorry guys, I've been wanting to work on this thing for a while. It's just, my hip has just been killing me. It's just so annoying. That's the reason why I keep taking these ice cold baths. I'm trying to get that inflammation out. But yeah, no fun. But yeah. So I'm gonna have to either cut it to match and then spot weld this. And I think that's a better deal because that looks pretty solid even on the bottom. So yeah, probably do that. Makes no sense doubling it. Gotta get this out too, a little bit here. Clean that up a little bit. I think it's gonna do it. Wow, look at this. Came up actually pretty good. Needs a little bit more here, just barely anything. I can touch it a little bit there, but this is just fine. A little overhang, which is fine. That's perfect there. And here it's like short. You can see. So the only thing that I still got is here. Maybe a little bit here. Needs to come out this way, so that should be a piece of cake. But overall, I'm happy. By the time I do the spot welding here, trim this corner afterwards, make it nice in there. Yeah, I like it. I'm not gonna say no. Yep, that's gonna work. Well, I definitely didn't think it was gonna be easy, but definitely liking it. Sitting there where I needed it. This right here is still a little bit big. And then this corner's too sharp, so it needs to be a little bit more rounded here. But overall, it's just sitting over there. I don't have to do that part because it's solid. So, can't complain. It's all on welding now. I'm gonna have to see what kind of skills we got on putting that back together. But I have a Lincoln wire feet, so that should be good. We figured it out. Yeah, I've been using this cutter. I don't like it. It's from Harbor Freight. And I have the grinder, but the grinder misplaced the attachment, so I can put the 4-inch metal cutting blade on it. So that thing is just kind of, it's okay, but didn't give me exactly what I wanted. And but no problem. So the plan is now to kind of get inside in here, clean it up better, see if I can get some kind of wire brush inside in there, but clean it as much as I can, and then give it some nice Rust-Oleum paint on that. Has been there. I'm the only one. So the hole still looks good. Drain hole there. Like I said, on this side, I'm just gonna do bond on there. I mean, I could cut it and fix it. That could take another hour just to pre-weld and cut, and really think it's gonna work just fine with bundle, fiberglass bundle, of course. So we call this one almost done, besides that we gotta do bundle on it after that. Grinding and bundle. Then we got a little dent here. And then of course we got dent on top, dent over there, right here, and then that thing has got issues there, so. Yep. One thing at a time. But I did use this as a template, and it did help, especially on this side right here, and then kind of like length and all that stuff. But overall, you can see what I did with the hammer, just kind of like gently keep beating it up. This is how it looked from the side. That part goes right here, and that thing has an indent in a body like that. So it's not perfect, but by the time I start doing some grinding and bundle, it should be just fine. Okay, more than happy. Cut this thing a little bit shorter, and it still needs a little bit here. But I'm gonna have to get the grinder and just gently take off, you know, and then fix this in. Once that thing fits in nicely, I line up my edge to match. I'm gonna just put a little bit more accent on this thing. Right here needs a little bit more. It looks fine from the side. It's touching perfect. But I still think that I need to be, see, my line is on the inside here. I need to be more here. So gotta move it back a little bit, which shouldn't be no big deal. Right, so I did a little cleanup. I know it's not perfect, but definitely better than what it was. We're gonna do some primer, and then through these holes, when I do the putty, that's gonna squeeze in there. Gonna give it a little bundle too, give it a little bonding too on top of it. So yeah, I think that'll be good. Okay, so we're gonna give it a little Rust-Oleum black flat. We're gonna let this thing dry overnight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna work on packing it in. Like I said, it's probably not perfect, but it doesn't have to be. It's more than what I had in 20 years. Any love from anybody. Just left it there to die. Hopefully I can catch that from the inside too. But for right now, I'm happy with that. And since we have the primer ready, we're gonna give this one a little bit too. And hopefully I can catch her from the inside once as well, that, you know, but so far I'm happy with it. Yep, we can take that. You can see that still gotta work on that rust over there, man. It's annoying. Gotta get that bumper off. Yeah. Until tomorrow. All right, so we touched it up a few more places. Here, a couple little pinholes there, and this part right here. Doesn't look any better, but at least I filled them up. Just gonna do grinding and move on to the next. This is how she looks. Just gotta get a little bit more sanding on that.